Does your Ikora do damage like this? Now, would you want your Ikora to do damage like this? Alright, ladies and gents, today is the Ikora artifact guide, and here we have a whole goddamn paragraph. But I'm gonna explain it in like 2 seconds. Watch this. Sponsorship, come out here. I'm the sponsorship with my MS Paint images. Here in this very detailed image, you can see when Ikora does explosions, she gains her bar at the bottom. And when this bar is completely filled, she basically becomes double Ikora. Now, the fastest way to build this bar would be the 4-horned ram with cluster bombs, since for some reason the cluster bombs build the bar like 100% faster than any other explosive weapon in the game. Now, while in this void annihilation state, we can just spam our abilities and in explosions, we'll bring the bar back at the bottom. And let's say you have 72 charges by the time void annihilation ends, you will get cut down to 24 charges. Now onto Ikora's first signature ability. This is called stellar projection. Basically, she shoots out a big laser that makes things explode. Take a look at this. My paint image. Why is it moving so much? Dang, chill. Paint image could have gotten in a speeding ticket with that type of speed. But anyways, Ikora shoots off a windmill laser that whatever it touches ends up exploding. So I'll replay it here for y'all now. Throw it, it makes them blow up. Onto Ikora's next ability, her ultimate, called Starfall, summons 8 falling stars from the sky that do massive explosive damage to whatever enemy they land on. But basically, Ikora's ultimate is Moon Knight's ult from Marvel Rivals. I don't know if you played Rivals, but it summons big balls from the sky and they fall down and explode and do massive damage. I'm going to give you all a quick side-by-side comparison.
The moon haunts you. Double kill. Say goodnight.
Alright, now moving on to Ikora's second signature ability, Void Transversal. This ability provides you 3 separate things. I'm going to explain this inside of my... If I could talk, I'm going to explain this inside of my paint image. This ability provides 3 separate things. 1, a mini black hole to your gun when you fire it off. 2, it auto reloads your held weapon when you use it. And 3, it teleports you. Here is live footage of me happily teleporting. She gets to teleport. Now onto the relic traits. Remember that TP, how I give you a black hole? Basically, when you use it 2 times, you get a 2x black hole. That becomes a mega black hole. And depending on the amount of enemies within that black hole, you can recharge your signature ability up to 50%. Now onto Ikora's second relic trait. Basically, any ability you use will legit give you overshield. Anything you do on Ikora will proc overshield onto you. Now onto Ikora's third relic trait. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure I know how this one works, but reading this, I am honestly confused. So if anyone wants to explain this down in the comments, please do so, because I am lost. Really quick, I'm pretty sure that this is the overspill where if you have over 24 it just cuts down to 24, but I'm not 100% sure, so correct me if I'm wrong. Now for Ikora's weapon mastery. When you defeat an enemy, they do volatile energy, which is an explosion. Let's say that explosion affects the boss. The boss now has spilled volatility, which means you deal increased damage to the boss with your weapons. Alright, now we're on to the artifacts. This is where you can either roast me or love me, alright? Alright guys, come on, chill. Not all at once, Calm down, calm down. Alright, now here in the first slot, we go for Ring of Abundance. Personally, I go for Ring of Abundance because it's what I already have. I know Undaunted Blazer is a good option since it provides damage. God damn, I'm gonna start remixing them. I'm pretty sure on... Oh my god. I'm pretty sure Undaunted Blazer is also a second good option. Okay, bro. I got some water and I took a little break. But basically what I was trying to say is that I use Ring of Abundance because it's what I have. But you can also use Undaunted Blazer since it gives you damage reduction. The preferred roles here would probably be Overshield, Defense Boost, and any sort of damage reduction you can get, like Elemental, Melee, or Ranged. Now for Ikora's second artifact. It's Siphoning Blazer. Basically, let's say you don't have an ability. You can just shoot things and you will get Overshield. Like in this. Watch this. You just get overshield for blasting things with explosive weapons, which is pretty nice. Do y'all hear that? It looks like y'all haven't liked the video and subscribed to the channel for more content like this. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And for comments, let me know what you think about the new Ikora, or just share what you had for breakfast, dinner, or lunch. Alright, now we're going to get into Ikora's damage artifacts. Ikora's best in slot third artifact is Rampaging Pact, which summons grants to the wielder 33% bonus damage for 6 seconds. Basically, any ability Ikora does, her first signature that summons a big laser, or the TP that summons the mini void balls on your weapon, they both count as summons. So basically, you're going to have 100% uptime on this bonus damage with Ikora. Now let's get into Ikora's final artifact, For me, I use Valiant Veil, which gives you a 25% damage bonus when you use a movement ability. This works out really well for me when running Expanse, since usually I'm always going to have a TP no matter what, so this Valiant Veil will always be up. I know that Bellicose Blazer, you get a damage increase when you do AoE damage. That is also a very good option for Ikora's 4th slot. And these are my personal roles that I'm going for: weapon enhancement, ability strength, void boost, and signature ability. Now, personally, for the new Ikora, the best light links I would say are the old 4-star Ikora and Gwen, because one, we're always doing void damage with our abilities, and the signature abilities just do a massive amount of the new Ikora's damage. Now, for y'all who made it to the end of this video, I have to show y'all something really important about the new Ikora. Wait a minute, what am I yapping about? Hold on, I got something to show y'all. I forgot. I wanted y'all's Ikora to do that crazy damage, right? Hold on, let me show you this. So typically Ikora, if you have T6, you shoot your laser and you'll get 2 procs of the explosion, right? Second proc hitting for 60%. That's how it's written in the T6, right? Continue spinning after reaching its max angle of 360%. Which can over-penetrate combatants again and generate another delayed detonation. However, all damage from this is reduced by 60%. Now, you read that, right? Well, you heard me read that. I hope. It can over-penetrate combatants and generate another delayed detonation. So, instead of shooting your laser like this into an enemy, let's say you're trying to kill a boss, like Fulminator. Let's say you decide to walk up to the. Actually, what's a good example of this? Let me go pull up a Shinka. A spread Shinka. I don't know where those are at. Oh, here. This should be a spread Shinka. Okay. Let me go ahead and remove these guys. Alright. So, what we're going to do is we're going to break this guy, okay? And instead of shooting my laser, I'm going to walk into him and shoot one laser, okay? Now listen. You heard that? That procced the explosion like 7 extra times than it should have. Alright, we'll do it again. 1.1 million, okay? Now, I'm going to show you the number without me walking up to it. Okay, not 1. Okay, goddamn, Ikora, my bad. 264. We 5x'd our damage by simply walking up to the enemy. And also with that, if you were to have multiple enemies, I mean, this is like kind of impossible, but let's say you got multiple enemies, right? Okay, now this should be, well, this is kind of impossible in game, but let's say I don't know, there's an event where you have to do extreme damage to multiple enemies and you have Ikora, okay? You enter your stack state, you shoot them all into one place, and then you start spamming your Qs on them while inside. This generates infinite explosions, pretty much. Alright, we're gonna do this one more time. We're gonna V, spam Qs. And that is my Ikora showcase. I hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments. I will reply to them. Anything about my runs, just let me know. Y'all have a good day, and I hope y'all enjoyed. Editing Clay Crime here, just jumping in real quick. Basically, I'm going to show y'all my 327 run in the next video where I use this strat and also an extra strat that I'm not sure anyone really knows about. Everyone, we got 2 new people added to the Ikora Mine membership. Honestly, I don't really do much with it. It's just a $1 membership that I put for people to support with. But I plan to keep on making enjoyable content for y'all to enjoy.